Hi again, hi Alatha artists. I'm really excited. Today we are going to learn about an artist, Rene Magritte. Magritte's pictures, this is a copy of one of them. They were part of an important art movement known as Surrealism. Surrealist works were not meant to be unreal, but more than real, or surreal. The French word for above is sur. So think about that. Not unreal, but more than real. Let me tell you a little bit about Rene Magritte. I actually chose for us to look at him, not only because it's so great to use your imagination and think about things that may not be realistic, but I've had this hanging in my home for a while and I've always loved his work. Right now we're being asked to be extra creative. This is another one of his famous paintings. He was a Belgian painter. He specialized in paintings of strange imaginary scenes, often involving men in bowler hats. This one has hundreds of them hovering in the air above an ordinary looking street. If you want a closer look, I'll actually post a picture so you can see it closer. The men float impossibly in the sky. Perhaps they rain out of it. We just know that this isn't something that naturally happens. They stand casually in the air, dressed in suits and hats like old-fashioned city workers on their way to the office. Despite the strangeness of the scene, Magritte painted it in a very lifelike way, realistically. We've talked about abstract, which is shapes and lines, not a thing or a person or a place. And we've talked about realistic paintings. So his work was realistic, but also impossible in some ways. He said he wanted to play with the viewer's expectations in order to challenge the real world. So he was painting things that couldn't happen in the real world. The Surrealists, so other Surrealist painters as well, wanted to create strange images in order to startle viewers into new ways of thinking about the world. They saw beauty in the most bizarre, unexpected combinations of things, such as a lobster and a telephone. This is by an artist, Salvatore Dali. So another example of something surrealist. Think about our sketchbook prompts that you've been doing every Friday. I think every single one of those is something surreal. You don't usually see an elephant water skiing or your art teacher as a zombie. All those silly things that we've been drawing are surreal. And what I would like you to do this week is come up with your own surreal piece of art. You can use just pencil and paper. Any materials you have are welcome. I like to start with a sketch, as you all know. So I do have a sketch pad already. If you would like to make one at home, you can make it as simple as folding any kind of paper in half like we did in school and designing a cover. Maybe you can staple it. You can cut the paper smaller so you have more pages. So you can create a simple sketchbook if you'd like, so you can practice a few ideas. I have a pizza with stars and moons on it. I have a fish with pizza wings, a dog with cupcake paws. So those are just ideas I came up with. I'm not going to draw my whole ideas out, but I just want to give you a couple ideas. So you can just start with pencil, sketch one of your ideas from your sketch pad. I actually have been going through my recycling because I find there's great art materials in there. So this is a Nature Valley granola box, but I'm using it as a piece of art now. So you can do whatever size you want for this project. If you're drawing with just pencil, maybe you go smaller. If you want to go larger, that's fine. If you have magazines at home, newspapers, things you can cut out with, this is a great way to practice making things surreal. So these are two images I found before, this awesome horse, and I found this shoe, so I thought it might be fun to make the face into a shoe. I gotta play around with it. Horseshoe, get it? I just thought of that. But this would be a really neat surreal picture. So this is a great way to do it, to cut out images if you have them. I do have a glue stick on hand somewhere. If you don't, you can tape them down, or you can just play around and leave them unpermanent. You can also do a little bit, what I like to do is mixed media. So I like to, as you all know from the art room, going to the different stations and mixing things together. So maybe You know, I continue to draw off of what I put down. There's so many ways you can do it. But I want you to really use your imagination and create something surreal. If you finish the work, I provided more activities in the learning plan, so you can go ahead and watch some of the videos that are there. You can make more than one surreal piece of art. You can also just practice a lot of the activities from other weeks too. Continue to go sit outside, take some deep breaths, draw when you can. Really practice drawing what you see. That will help you as an artist, no matter what kind of art you're doing, to just practice drawing what you see. We can do some lessons once I can get the camera outside. I'd love to show you some tricks for that, but keep doing that in addition to the lessons I provide each week. Like all the teachers, I hopefully have been telling you, do what you can, no pressure. And please, I would love to see what you come up with. So if you can have a family member take a photo with their phone and send it to me, I would love to see your surreal art. And if it's okay, I would love to share it online. My website has been a great place if you'd like to see artwork other kids are making. I can share your artwork there. I'm even sharing some of my own there, so please visit the website. And I also just started a YouTube channel last night, so I'll be uploading each of these videos to that channel. That way if you want to rewatch it or do a lesson again, they'll always be there. All right, artists, I miss you. I hope you have a lot of fun with this lesson. Let's get surreal, and I will see you in next week's video.